Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, gaming announcements, and this week's new video game releases. If this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. Now, in a big announcement, it felt like we've all been waiting a long time for, and as soon as the chatter about it stopped, bam! Here it is. Out of nowhere, Sony dropped a very short reveal trailer for the PlayStation 5 Slim this week. There will be two versions, a digital version for $449.99 as well as a disc version for $499.99. A disk drive upgrade will be sold separately as an upgrade for the digital version. Both versions will have a 1TB hard drive and they will be available this November. Now, in a story coming out of the Activision camp ahead of the Xbox acquisition that could actually close by the time you are watching this video, Activision CEO and all-around just bad dude, Bobby Kotick, held an internal town hall meeting between himself and Activision Blizzard employees, hosted by his friend James Corden. While discussing the Microsoft acquisition, he praised it and how it will bring about future technology, and he even mentioned the return of Guitar Hero, which would be awesome. I'm a huge fan of that game. Now, last week we discussed the latest collaboration between LEGO and Nintendo as we got our first look at the new Animal Crossing line with a teaser trailer showing off the new minifigs. Well, this week we got a better look at some of the sets in a new trailer, and well, honestly, they're a little disappointing. Hopefully, when we get the official set releases next year, there will be some more higher quality sets because so far they're pretty basic. I feel like there is just a lot of promise with this collab, and hopefully we get some better sets. Now also, the Meta Quest 3, the latest VR headset from the best-selling Oculus/Meta line, released this week starting at $499.99. This is an all-in-one headset that does not need to be connected to a computer or gaming console, so there is no annoying wires getting in your way while you experience the VR world. With a 40% slimmer visor than the Meta Quest 2 and being twice as powerful with a ton of new features, this headset is a great choice if you're looking to get into the world of VR gaming. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp Champs got an announcement trailer this week and will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems in 2024. This is an online Battle Royale style game that had a version on the Google Stadia. Unlike the recent Sunset Pac-Man 99 on the Nintendo Switch, this game has you chomping your way through multiple interconnected mazes with other players instead of being on your own independent game boards. We received an announcement trailer this week that the much anticipated Western release of Earth Defense Force 6 will be coming early next year to the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, and PC. The third-person shooter that has you taking on an alien invasion has been out in Japan since late 2022, with fans of the series, well, they've been eagerly anticipating a version of this game in English, so that finally is coming. Now, Proteus, the Elder Veil, is a mini-campaign DLC expansion for the throwback fast-action indie first-person shooter Proteus. It was announced with the trailer this week. Now, if you missed out on Proteus, it is available on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. And I did do an initial playthrough of the first part of the game here on the channel, and I highly recommend giving this game a shot. The Elder Veil DLC is expected in 2024, and if you're a fan of games like Doom and Quake, you're going to have a blast with this game. It is a ton of fun. Also, PlayStation did announce their cloud streaming service. The new service will be available to PlayStation Plus Premium subscription members with resolutions up to 4K and 60 frames per second. This is expecting to go live in the US on October 30th. This will allow a good amount of PlayStation 5 games to be streamed on the PlayStation 5 without having the games to be downloaded onto the console. Right now, the service is only going to be available on the PlayStation 5, but this is definitely just the first step in the PlayStation streaming plans. Alright gamers, let's finish up this week in review with some new game releases. Now, Forza Motorsports released this week on the Xbox Series systems and was a day one release on Game Pass. This is the 8th game in the realistic simulation-style racing game where you will have to outbuild the competition in the all-new career mode, race your friends in multiplayer, and compete in over 500 plus cars on world-famous tracks with cutting-edge AI and advanced physics. Now, Transformers Earthspark Expedition released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. In the game, you will take control of Bumblebee in this 3D action-adventure game where you will have to stop his nemesis, Mandroid, from becoming the evil ultimate cyborg. Now, Roblox is an immersive platform for connection and communication. Every day, tens of millions of people, mostly younger gamers, come to Roblox to explore, play, learn, and connect with each other in 3D immersive digital experiences, all built by a huge community of creators. And this week, the global phenomenon released for the first time on the PlayStation 4 as well as the PlayStation 5. Now, Wildcard Football is an over-the-top arcade-style football game with a card mechanic that released this week from Saber Interactive. It released on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, as well as on Xbox Series systems. The game will support single-player and multiplayer both online and offline with cross-platform support, and the game does include classic NFL players, both past and present. Now, the Grinch Christmas Adventure is released this week for the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. The description reads, "Have a great Grinchy time trying to steal Christmas in this festive platformer, and help the Grinch's small heart grow a few sizes bigger along the way." Now, I am not expecting much out of this game, but as I keep hoping that one of these days I may will a good Christmas game into existence, I definitely am going to pick this game up today, and I'm going to play it, so definitely stay tuned for my thoughts on this game soon. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on October 13th. The week started with a leak that appears to confirm that Sony is remastering The Last of Us Part 2 for the PS5. Then, Sony announced 2 new versions of the PS5 dropping in November. And the week ended with kiosks popping up within major retailers like Target, Walmart, and Best Buy all over the US where you can play the upcoming Super Mario Wonder game right now. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shoge World, out.